energy types. So energy is usually defined as ability or capacity to do work. So capacity to do work. But for chemists, we're going to define work in a different way. Work is going to be energy change. Let's say energy change from a process. Work is usually defined as force times a distance. So all the forms of energy we're going to talk about today can make or have the ability to do work, make the energy change from a process, or force times distance, so move something across a distance using force. But we have to understand that there are different types of energy. So let's talk about one. Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy available because the motion of an object. So this says object right here, covered up by this force times distance. But energy available because of the motion of the object. Another type of energy is potential energy. It's the energy available by virtue of an object's position. So when it's standing still, it has potential energy. But energy can change. Potential can become kinetic energy if that object starts moving. So energy keeps moving. We have different types of potential energy: gravitational potential energy, elastic potential energy. We also have just different types of energy, like radiant energy. Radiant sounds kind of like the rays of the sun, and that energy is associated with the sun's energy, or solar energy. We also have thermal energy, which is going to be very important for us for our understanding, because it is the energy associated with the motion of atoms and molecules. The motion of atoms and molecules. So that's thermal energy. And we also have chemical energy, which has to do with the structural units of chemical substances. So taking all of this, scientists have seen that energy can assume many different forms that can change and become something else. But what they know is that from the law of conservation of energy, is that the total quantity of energy in the universe, okay, total quantity of energy is constant. So that means energy is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, so that's very important. That kind of sounds like the law of conservation of mass. So this applies to the law of conservation of energy. The total quantity of energy is constant. So we have to remember that there are different types of energy. They can switch and they can move around, but we're not going to destroy or create anything. The total quantity of energy is going to be constant.